Gardeners.com is an employee-owned company based in Burlington, Vermont. This is the back page of the catalog that shows the growing bags. Growing bags are used to grow potatoes, tomatoes, peppers, and I have been so fortunate to be able to work with them and test the potato bags, the bags to grow potatoes. It really works for me because it's easier for me to tag and control potato varieties grown in bags than grown in a traditional way. This is the Kenosha Potato Project, and we are working for Gardeners.com, who is the manufacturer of a potato growing bag. The purpose of this test is to find the way to grow higher yields of potatoes in bags. What you see in front of you are 100 bags, and there are 100 different varieties growing in these bags. Every bag has a tag. This one, for instance, is Larat. They are in alphabetical order. Here is Lavend Rose, and this is Lauterbrunnen, and so on. What we want to see is how potatoes grow in these bags, how well they develop a vine, if they develop a flower, if they develop a seed berry. We're going to come back to that later in the season. You will be able to see what a seed berry is, and most interestingly, it will be to see when we harvest where potato tubers develop, if they develop at the very bottom of the bag or if they develop higher up. Obviously, we're going to have higher yields if the potato variety grows tubers higher up. So my project started with my involvement with Seed Saver Exchange. Seed Saver Exchange has a collection of over 600 varieties of potatoes, and I grow about 300 varieties of potatoes here at the Kenosha Potato Project. Many of these varieties are heritage. They are maybe 50, 100, 150 years old potato varieties that are not grown commercially anymore. And the reason why these heritage potatoes are not grown commercially anymore, the reasons may be small yields, or they are maybe more affected to viruses, but definitely one of the problems is that some of these varieties will set tubers high, which is an inconvenience for the farmer, because vines that set tubers high will turn green, and that's exactly what we need. We need potato varieties that set tuber high so that we can increase the yield by using bags. Each bag is labeled with the name of the variety so that I can, through the growing season, I can monitor how the vines develop and if they set flowers, and more interestingly, if they will set berries. Bags come in different colors because we believe that the different color may affect the temperature of the soil. And we know that the potatoes are affected by very high temperatures. So tan bags or red bags may have a lower soil temperature than black bags. Each bag has a volume of 60 quarts or 15 gallons. Growing medium can be compost and dirt, some fertilizing material that is mixed in. And the top of the bag is filled with what we call shading medium, because the potato needs to grow in fertile soil, but then the tubers can develop on top of it in a shading material that prevents the sun to turn the tubers green. We believe that this wood chip creates almost a lid on top of everything else that is underneath to keep more moisture into the bag. Here at the Kenosha Potato Project, we do not irrigate, we do not water the bags, so we are really dependent on the rain. And hopefully it will rain enough through the summer to provide for a nice crop. The home gardener may want to water the bags and increase the moisture, because that is what increases the yield at the end of the day. The factors that mostly affect the yield of potatoes are two. Temperature, we talked about the temperature. We want to keep the temperature of the bags as low as possible, and obviously black bags are likely to be warmer than red or tan. Therefore, we believe that the yields are going to be higher in poppy orange or tan versus black. And the second factor that is essential in growing potatoes is moisture retention. Therefore, we are testing different bags with different combinations of ingredients that we put in the compost to retain more moisture.
So we go through here once a week and look for new growth, if there's any weeds. This has been great. So far we haven't had any weeds at all. It's the wood chips have done a nice job of keeping the weeds away and down. And we've had some nice just potato growth, which is terrific.